Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and let's go over some comments where I get absolutely owned in the comment section. This individual writes, instead of pushing and turning buttons and knobs, just read the effing manual. Less waste of time. Well, I did read the manual in the video. This is about the Cobra 19 Mini, but this dude really wanted to tell me I needed to read the manual. Now, this guy is talking about my 857. He just straight up said, it's a crap radio. Let's see you fix it when it breaks down. I told him it was great. It's already installed in the radio, but some people just want to put down on one of the most sold radios, the 857. This individual is going to show up a lot. In reference to my Baofeng video, he said, I ordered that antenna as complete crap. Just a whip without any tuning coil, no gain, crappy reception, even worse on TX. Only real Nagoyas are in their price. All other cheap clones are trash. Well, Nagoyas are really good antennas, but going as far as saying other radios are complete trash is just falsehoods and lies and not really fair to other antennas. So this individual is one of my favorite comments. Says it's only going to get worse because Laura Smith at the FCC refuses to do her job. With all these CBers with ham rigs, can't wait till they find out there's no enforcements on the ham bans. Nothing is going to change until hams actually grow its head and stand up to the FCC. I think I'm the only one who has spoken and stood up to the FCC. Brother, I would hate to see their inbox with your emails on it. You're standing up. Good job, my friend. This one gets kind of long, so this is that same guy. I try to block all the haters out and cover their names just for privacy's sake. Easy amateur radio, that's the problem I was referring to. It's far too easy for anyone in the U.S. to get a ham operator's license, while the rest of the world is far more difficult. And you really need to know about radio, not just choose an opinion for my answer. You're not encouraging anyone to become a ham radio operator. You're simply advertising cheap crap the Chinese sent you to make up free reviews about it. Dude, grow up. You still have too much to learn before you can even think on advising anyone or anything. Well, ham radio is about fun, and we all pass the same test. So this dude is chill. How stupid is that? Nothing more than an export trash band radio. How do you change it to 11 meters? Oh, he said it could even be modded. Imagine that. I am not getting paid. Despite what this guy thinks, I must be getting paid. I purchase everything you see in the videos because I'm a small channel and I don't have time to be shilling for other people. But I don't know where these guys get the notion that I don't pay for this stuff. I very clearly say I pay for this stuff, and we're back at it. So I told this guy, let's not forget we all just passed the same test. And he says, what kind of test did you have to pass? When I see it on YouTube's loads of licensed hams without any knowledge about radio. And then this kind commenter jumps in with some positive and said, you're exactly why people don't want to get licensed because of gatekeeping like this. And that's why I told this individual that we've seen multiple times in this video that we all had to pass a test. And I'm sure he's mad because I didn't have to do CW when I took the test or something like that. But he really got his feelings hurt. And he's actually pretty rude throughout most of the comments that he's left, and he's left a litany of comments. I just want to show you some of the absolute highlights of them where he completely owns me in several of these. But in honest opinion, it's people like him who have terrible disrespect for other hams and other radio operators who aren't doing the same things they're doing and didn't have to walk hill both ways to get their license. He's back again. The problem is not gatekeepers like me, even when you don't know me. The problem is the U.S. giving away ham license like lollipops to people without any experience or knowledge, later to create another crap YouTube channel to spread ignorance as they advise people about the subject. That's the real problem nowadays. Well, I think it's good that more and more people are exposing the hobby to others. People are allowed to be wrong, but we're also allowed to have opinions. And opinions are a lot like buttholes. And let me tell you, dude, your opinions stink. So this individual is just really mad that we're out here having fun and sharing it with other people. Looks like you're overdriving your audio for what it's worth. Not considered QRP at 10 watts. On the HF bands, it's 5 watts and under. QRP rigs are fun, but they'll gather a lot of dust during the solar minimums. This is actually pretty true. I don't think it'll gather dust, but I won't be using it as much for sure. And I said, that's okay. And he said, it's not really if you say so, it's facts. Maybe you should go back and actually study for your test. Uneducated people like you spreading bullshit on social media is a big problem for new hams coming to places like YouTube for information. Brother, that is very rude, number one. And number two is, while it is facts, but you can still make contacts during the solar minimums. It's been done. People have done it for centuries, or however long amateur radio's been around. Been tens and tens of years. People have done it, but these people just got their feelings hurt for some reason and felt the need to share it in the comments. I don't know about you guys, but I want to share positivity in amateur radio and what we do. So let's do that. Stay positive. 73, everybody.